Apologies for the delay, technology, it happens. But we're really excited to be here today and have Macy joining us. Hi, Macy. And we are going to be talking about Blacks in IO and their scholarship. But before we dive in, I wanted to give some fun context. As you can tell, Macy and we matched today. And it's because in addition to my role as co-founder and chief consulting officer at Mattingly Solutions, I'm actually the business development and partnership chair for Blacks in IO. And I actually was a member of Blacks in IO before even joining Mattingly Solutions. So I thought I'd kick off today by telling a little bit about how we all got here, and then I'm going to pass it over to Macy and she can tell us a bit more about the scholarships. But to tell your story for you, Macy, Blacks in IO started as a local networking group, and people were getting together in like the DC area, wanted to hang out with other people of color who are IOs because it can seem like a really white field sometimes, depending on the location you're at. So it was a way for them to build a community. And then when COVID hit, it expanded, right? It kind of blew up. Membership went wild because there's so much you could do in virtual formats like this. And that's when I joined and became a member. And that's actually also, as I'm sure many of you have heard, how Victoria and I met. Was we both actually stepped in for Macy. You were going to be on that call and then had something come up. And we hosted that allyship talk together, and that's how Victoria and I met. So that's a fun little side story. But one of the responsibilities I had as business development and partnerships chair was we wanted to create these scholarship opportunities. We wanted, we were worried about representation. Well, let's help with that representation. Let's help get people like the finances they need so they can get into this field of IO psychology and get that education so they can get into the industry. And so I went out and I was reaching out to different companies and trying to get some sponsors on board so we could have these scholarships. And one I reached out to is actually Mattingly Solutions. So I love that before I was even here, I was able to kind of get them looped in even more with Blacks in IO. But all I did was help on getting the sponsor side and getting that kind of format set up. So Macy, I want to pass it over to you. I know the past few months, you and the team, especially big shout out to the team. I know they did a lot of work getting this all set up as far as nailing down the scholarship. So tell me a little bit more about that side of things.
Yeah, so after you handed it off to the team, and an awesome job just recruiting the team, we have about 5 really solid team members who help put all of the requirements together for the scholarships. They put the application together, and they helped us with marketing and getting everything up on the website so that our students can come to the website, know everything about the scholarships, everything that they need to apply and to possibly be awarded. So it was a whirlwind. We definitely had a very aggressive deadline, but we really wanted to make sure that we were able to get these scholarships out to students for the spring 2022 semester.
So how many scholarships did there end up being?
So there are 3 overall scholarships, 2 for 5,000, and then there's one scholarship for $450, but that scholarship will be awarded to 3 students. So there are 3 opportunities to I guess win or be awarded that $450 scholarship.
Gotcha. Awesome. And where did I'm trying to remember? I'm like, some of these questions I'm asking because I really don't remember. Where did we land on, who's eligible? Is it grad students, undergrad, current students, Pat? What's the plan there?
Yep. So it is grad students, so open to grad students in a master's or a PhD level program. For one of our scholarships, so the DCI Consulting Scholarship, they actually prefer that the person awarded their scholarship is in their second year of their program, so either their PhD or their master's program. And this is because there is a possibility to have an internship, right? So they want to really be able to talk with the winner of their scholarship and possibly interview them and possibly give them an internship out of as an outcome from this scholarship. So that is why they have that extra requirement of being in your second year.
Awesome. And
do the applicants
Go ahead, B.
I was just curious, do the applicants also need to be members of Blacks in IO to apply?
Absolutely. Yes. All scholarships will be awarded to Blacks and IO members. And so if you did want to figure out how to become a member of Blacks and IO, you can go to our website, blacksandio.org. There is a whole membership tab that runs down all of our membership levels and the cost and everything. So that information is right at your fingertips if you're not a member yet.
Awesome.
Something that I love so much and what drew me to Blacks in IO is that y'all have an allyship membership option, which I think is so amazing. You know, and Sertrice was sharing a little about the text and everything when the membership blew up last year. I've always been very involved in the IO community, and I wanted to do something, you know, that was not just performance, try to, you know, help support Black population in IO, and the fact that y'all have ally membership that people can get involved, whether it's, you know, donating like Mattingly Solutions did, sharing skill sets, being mentors, you know, posting the ads, being part of that process. I just think it's so wonderful to still have that end goal of supporting, you know, Blacks in IO. You know, there's a lot of help that can come from outside of that community as well to advance the effort. So I just love this organization so much. We got, you know, the work that y'all do and just, you know, advancing our field in a really important and high impact way. I love what you've built. I love what you've built, and, you know, however we can continue to support you moving forward, including getting people to become members, ally members, and apply for this scholarship.
Yes. Thank you so much for that, Victoria. Honestly, you have been a champion for Blacks in IO since we first started our formal structure and our membership program. So we are so thankful for you and your support for the scholarships. And just as a note for our ally members and folks who are looking to be an ally member possibly, you can apply for one of the scholarships too, right? So the DCI scholarship is actually open to our Black members, but also our ally members. So you don't have to be a person of color to apply for the DCI Consulting Scholarship. So as an ally member, that is a perk as well.
I appreciate that clarification. That was one of the questions I was going to ask too. And then as BD&P chair, I can't help myself to also say, as of right now, this is our plan for scholarships for this year, right? We have this bucket, but we definitely intend to have scholarships in the years to come. So if you are a member of Blacks in IO, or if you're not a member and interested in helping us out, definitely reach out. We're looking for more sponsors for the next round, or continuing, you know, what we already have. So I don't know if there's anything you want to add there, Macy.
Yeah, if you want to help either put some of these scholarships together, or if you want to donate and become a donor for our scholarships, you can give as little as $100, right? Anything helps students, and especially our students of color who really need that financial support. So, you know, if you want to be a part of it, please reach out. We have our email address on our website as well. You can reach out directly to me, Sertrice. I'm sure if you reach out to Victoria, she'll know where to where to send the email if you would like to support and help.
Yes, awesome. Okay, well, I know we like to keep these short and sweet, so one of the things I wanted to wrap up with is just timeline, right? So we want people to be applying to these scholarships. Macy, when are the applications due?
So the applications are going to be due January 15th, 2022. So it is an aggressive timeline. If you need some support, you need some help, you possibly may need an extension, send us an email. We would like to know if students are having trouble, say, getting transcripts over the holiday season and things like that. And we may consider an extension for all applicants. But right now, that timeline is January 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Awesome. Love it, love it. So we have that going. And again, we've dropped the link to the website. So if you have more questions or want more information on the scholarships, you can go check that out. And if you aren't a member but want to become a member, you can also visit the website for that. Definitely don't hesitate to reach out to the Blacks in IO email or to myself, and happy to help you with any questions you have as well. But I think that's it for me. All the big takeaways. Victoria, anything you want to add? Final thoughts?
Nope, just I guess so. Yeah, if y'all are out there, continue to support Blacks in IO. If this is the first time you hear about Blacks in IO, check that there's a place for all of us to support people of color, Black community here in IO psychology. And I'm just super proud to be a part of in both of your spheres for including me.
Awesome. Macy, any final thoughts?
Just thank you all for putting us on your platform and allowing us to come on and talk about these scholarships. It's a super exciting time for Blacks in IO. So just thanks. We're excited and we hope to see some applications coming on through.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day.
Bye now.